crazy, but we have our last comedian of the night. We are sad but happy. That's the right emotion. But then we have 2 other shows and we're gonna have so much fun. So I'm asking you now that you put your hands together for Lisa!
So, I know what you're all thinking, and this is not a pajama. This is called fashion. Read the news. So, hey. So, are you familiar with flags? Yeah. And what about the color red? Yeah, cool, good. So, you're gonna understand my first joke. So, basically, if my parents were aware of the red flags in relationships. That's not a joke. But maybe it is a joke now that I think about it. Anyways, so I would not be here tonight. Not as in I wouldn't do comedy. I just would not exist as a person. And honestly, I think this whole thing would be way less funny. Like, it's true, believe me. And so, why am I so aware of red flags in relationships? Because apparently I'm really bad at spotting negative behavior early when it comes to love. So, sorry guys. Yeah, no, there is a joke coming. Basically, that is my focus. And so basically, when I start meeting a guy, I'm into him and he's still trying to understand where I live, or what my last name is. It's true, basically he doesn't need to know my last name. For me it's good if he just says, hey, yo, if he's really feeling it, babe. I know I should lower my standards, and just start digging into the whole of dignity, and maybe burying him in there. I don't know. I've never done that. Don't worry. So yeah, but it came out that I didn't have to lower my standards, my very high standards. I just had to, find a solution. And where did I find my solution, if not on my smartphone? So, everything, at least for me. So, I am 30 years old, and I changed my attitude towards social media. So on Instagram, I used to, follow random hot people, pet accounts, that there are people out there, and maybe also in between you, that they make, accounts for their pets, like squirrels, guinea pigs, you name it, hamsters. And in my opinion, they should be the ones locked in a cage, not their pets, but just my opinion. And now I started following psychologists, motivational speakers, healers, gurus, you name it. Love people who talk about love, shamans, witches, cults, anything that can help me, figure out my attraction to jerks, basically. And yeah, it's going well. It's going pretty well. And then what happens next? It turns out that, why do I have to choose for just one therapist? Why all that commitment when I can all of them at the same time? It's like an orgy, but without the risk of STDs, right? So, my family, my parents, they didn't really have those powerful tools to, navigate their love lives. Their cameras, their phones, they couldn't even send each other nudes. Can you imagine your life without nudes, sir? No, me neither. And for me, all the unsolicited dick pics that I've received in my life, I think they have made me who I am. And Well, the first time that I'm saying this out loud. And yeah, fuck. I don't remember my set. It's there, yeah, it's there. Sorry, guys. Okay, I got it. So, if I still get my parents. So, in the beginning of the 90s, my mom was a career-driven, 24-year-old, rampant young woman. Imagine, like, American Psycho Christian Bale character, without the homicide instinct, but with the same passion for skincare. And, yeah. And, sorry guys. So, okay. So she didn't have any time to, fall in love, to raise a kid, but she still had time to fuck. Like, there's always time to fuck. We all know that, one way or the other one. And that's when my dad comes in the picture, and inside my mom, for obvious reasons. And yeah, 9 months later, this girl was born. So, what happens next? Well, I'm curious myself. I had this thought the other day. Have you ever thought if you came out of a good fuck? Or maybe you're just the outcome of one of those mediocre sex nights, where maybe your mom was like, oh, not again, I just want to watch X-Files tonight. But to fulfill her wife's duties, she went for it. Hopefully with consent. Or she was the horny one, and your father just gave her another disappointment. And finally a reason to get that vibrator, or neck massager if if it's too graphic, picture your mom with a vibrator. So stay with me again. We're doing it. And also, maybe does it count the position they were fucking? I imagine a Kama Sutra horoscope. Yeah, I think it would be very cool. Because, imagine the talking with your bestie. She could say, okay, cut it with all this doggy style attitude, okay? It's not working for me. Or, yeah, so, I'm a reverse cowgirl, and he's a missionary. I don't see a future, honestly. So yeah, let's go back to my fucked up family history that I love so much to talk about. Yeah, basically my mom decided to have me, clearly, and yeah, my father ghosted her big time. And but not even in that time, there wasn't any what's up? Do you remember that? No, maybe, I don't know. And so he's just stopped answering calls. Who does calls here? Do you call? Not video call. Calls, just, do you remember dialing this number and actually being accountable? You cannot leave them on red and just go, I don't know, napping or watch some hentai porn. I don't know what you're into, sir. I don't know. I'm just trying to, so he just ghosted her. And yeah, that's why I'm unreleasing all this trauma on stage. So thank you very much.